Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Knock him out. No thanks, buddy. That's rough, buddy. Got him. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because, oh, that art got stretched out. We're going to be running a Mardu ZUKO Lord deck. This is a really fun one, and it was one that I was kind of surprised I figured out this early, and I want to give a big shout out to my live stream chat, because we really figured this out together. The goal was to figure out how to make Fire Lord ZUKO work in standard. Because it kind of feels like it's a commander card, but we wanted to standardize it, and it likes when things come back from exile. I had the idea that Warp was going to be a good idea to combine this, and we had a lot of other cards that have a really good effect on this too. Again, thanks to the live stream chat that really helped me put this together. So before we put down this one, before we get into it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't go right down there and press that like and that subscribe button, guys, I'll be honest with you, what's going to happen is you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which is a YouTube werewolf who attacks people for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel. So you're going to want to do both of those things. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness on Twitch, and of course on YouTube. Right here on YouTube, you can hit that bell, be notified when we go live or post any new videos. Anything goes up on YouTube, you'll be notified first, be part of that notification squad. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions. Anything right there is going to be at Discord, and of course this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub, which of course going to be right down in the description. AetherHub and Moxfield, in case you want a copy of this one. And again, big shout out to chat for kind of helping me put this together. We love it. We'd love to see it at the live streams too. So what's the goal here? We want to cast Fire Lord ZUKO, so let's talk about him first. 1 black, 1 white, and 1 red. Kind of a redeemed guy. This is him at the end of the story. 2/4 human noble ally. Firebending X, where X is Fire Lord ZUKO's power. It's decent firebending right there, but what the main thing I want is his secondary ability. I wanted to go aggro with this. You can see that there's nothing more expensive than 3 on this. We're going very aggro on it, and we're trying to build a wide board. Whenever you cast from exile, and whenever a permanent you control enters from exile, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. How can we push that to the maximum, put an enormous amount of damage down range really quickly? That's going to be the trick here with Fire Lord ZUKO. Well, I'm going to show you how. First things first, a couple of 1-drops right here. One of them is going to be Clockwork Percussionist. It's a great little early aggro thing, this monkey toy, 1/1. Whenever it dies, you look at the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Now remember, you exile the top of your card from your library. You would be playing a card from exile. If this thing dies as a defender or an attacker until the end of your next turn, you have a card to play from exile. Very useful with ZUKO. We're going to use that trick a few times. That is going to be one of the things that we're going to do. Dreadmaw's Ire is of course going to be a great use of our firebending. 1 red until the end of turn. Target attacking creature gets +2/+2 and trample. One of the few instant pump and trample cards that we have, and it also destroys an artifact when it deals damage to a player. Very, very useful card, okay? Especially in the artifact heavy meta, and of course a great use of firebending across the board for the pump. Now you can put any kind of pump card that you want. There's a few ones that I wanted to do, especially new ones like Twin Blades that we want to go for. So next thing's next. This is where the heart of the deck lives, is in our 2-drop aggro build right here, okay? This is what we're going to be going for. Bitter Triumph. Great way to hit off removal right here, okay? 1 black and 1. Direct removal, pays 3 life or discard, it's whatever. I don't mind discarding so much in this because I will have some duplicates, but I also have Timeline Color in this, and I don't mind discarding him because I can play him from the graveyard. So there are a few things that I don't mind discarding, extra mana or something like that, but also just the direct removal that we need for Bitter Triumph. It's currently my favorite removal. Now I'm going to also go with Sunset Saboteur. Sunset Saboteur is a dangerous card early in the game. Not only are people not likely to kill it, even in late game when people don't have cards in their hand, it really makes it impossible. 4/1 for 1 black and 1 human rogue with menace and ward discard a card. They have to have a card in their hand to get rid of this, so they have to use 2 cards to get rid of it. Whenever it attacks, you put a 1/1 target counter on target creature an opponent controls, which is obviously not ideal, but if we keep them suppressed, it doesn't really matter if they put a 1/1 counter down. We're going to knock about it to begin with. The fun thing about this guy is, let me tell you, when you swing in and they don't have any blockers for the menace, there is an enormous amount of damage you can do, especially combined with something like Twin Blades on turn 3. I've absolutely wrecked people in that way. We'll talk about that going into when we talk about Twin Blades. So that's number 2. Of course, Timeline Color is 2 black, 2/2. This is where we get into an interesting warp combination because it's a 2/2 haste Strix Warlock. You can cast this card from your graveyard with Warp. However, you can just cast it from your hand with Warp, and Warp is 1 black and pay 2 life. So if you've warped this guy in on turn 1, you have him in the cut for 2 mana to play from Exile. Again, anytime you're playing a creature from Warp, you're playing them from Exile. So you can line up Timeline Color until you have Firelord ZUKO ready to go. You've built your wide board here. You've built your wide board that is ready to pump, right? Ready to swing in. Have Firelord ZUKO down, say, I'm going to attack, play the Timeline Color, boom, everyone gets the 2 +1/+1 across the board. So we're using Warp to our advantage here, not only to bring in a haster, a 2/2 haster, but to pump across the board with ZUKO. We're also going to have Firebending Student here. 1 red and 1/2 human monk, prowess for firebending X is this creature's power. So the stronger she gets, the more fire she gets, which is very useful. One of the main things that I want to cast while firebending is either going to be Dreadmaw's Ire, Twin Blades, or Opera Love Song. We're going to talk about those. So we have some pumps and we have some surprise things and more cards off the top. So we're going to get to that, how to pull that trick off too. This is probably going to be a pillar of mono red for a while. A red card that has prowess, a 2-drop red card that has prowess that gives you mana when you swing in. Yeah, absolutely. I think people are going to really be using this one for the long term. I'm also going to go with Generous Plunderer to make sure that we can cast Firelord ZUKO. He's our only white drop in this. You could add other white cards, which I'll show you maybe what you want to add, but I do like the Menace again. Combining Sunset Saboteur with more Menace and more damage when we swing in is actually a really fun combination right there, and I'm always a big fan of Generous Plunderer. So I'm going to go with 3 of those. 2/2 Menace, 1 red and 1. At the beginning of your upkeep, you generate a treasure token. Your opponent gets 1 too, but it's tapped, so they can't use it right away. And whenever we swing, they get damage equal to the amount of artifacts they control. So we're always going to swing with 1 damage on there. Next thing's next. This one goes really well with Firelord ZUKO. 2 of these cards right here. I think these 3 were the ones that chat suggested when I couldn't think of good options. Inti, Seneschal of the Sun, 1 red and 1 human knight. Whenever you attack, discard a card. Whenever you do, you put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains trample until the end of turn. Again, a great way to get trample on them. Here's the fun thing. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until the end of turn. Very, very, very cool stuff to play stuff from Exile. And it doesn't necessarily have to be when anything attacks for Inti. You could actually discard a card by doing Bitter Triumph and activating Inti that way. However, attacking does work really well. This is really fun on the attack because what you can actually do, and you'll see me play this, when you attack with Inti and Firebending, you can line those, you can order those triggers. Inti can add 1/1 to Firebending before Firebending bends, so that they're a 2/1. You get 2 mana off the top, and then you get to draw a card. You get to pull a card off the top, and you might be able to play that card. That's when you get something, you get that extra mana. You can instantaneously play Dreadmaw's Ire, Twin Blades, or Opera Love Song right there to play off the top. So, and again, if you play from Exile, what does Firelord ZUKO do? He pumps everyone across the board. Very useful stuff right there. The last creature we have is going to be another knight. Surprisingly, decent amount of knights in this. 2 different knights. 1 red and 1 2/1 chain. This is a saga creature. This is a saga knight. Right here is a chain. Exile the top card of your library. During your turn, you put a lore counter on this. You may play that card. So we have the ability to play a card off the top of our deck, again, from Exile. We exiled the top, and we can play the card. Very good for Firelord ZUKO. Then, anytime we play our next creatures on turn 2 and 3, we enter Gestalt mode, and anything we put down has haste. So you put down Firelord ZUKO, you put down Sunset Saboteur, Firebending Student, any of these creatures that are really nice 2-drops right here, you're going to be able to haste them in, which is super, super aggressive, and play stuff off the top of your deck. that exiled card off the top in any kind of reason. You also have this 2/1 body that you could swing in with potentially, pump up. So we have that great ability right there. So again, a really good synergy between the rest of them. Then the last one is this instant from Final Fantasy. That's going to be Opera Love Song. For Final Fantasy VI, everyone remembers the opera scene. It's great. 1 red and 1. Choose 1, I'm sorry. We have 2 options here at instant speed. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play these cards until the end of your next end step, or 1 or 2 creatures each get +1/+2 until the end of turn. So the +2/+2 could actually get a kill off. If you have like 2 Menace creatures going in, giving Sunset Saboteur 2 and Generous Plunderer 2, you could add 4 more damage potentially to get a kill off. Or hit off Opera Love Song, play 2 cards off the top of your deck. If you have Firelord ZUKO out and you pull some cards off the top of your deck that you can play at instant speed, or from exile, even at the end of your turn, even play at the end of your opponent's turn. Play that instant until the end of your next turn. You play it at the end of your opponent's turn. Next turn, you start with 2 cards in exile that you can play 2 of them off. Firelord ZUKO, play it, hit Firelord ZUKO, pumps everyone, play the second one, pumps everyone again, and then swing in. So that is a really good combination play to do from Opera Love Song, playing cards from exile. Then we have Twin Blades, which I don't think enough people are talking about, especially in terms of firebending. 1 red and 2. You think, Jay, that's a little aggressive. That's a lot for, it's no Embercleave. Well, it's Embercleave at home, right? It's Temu Embercleave. Artifact, equipment, flash. You can play it instantly for 1 red and 2. It normally is only equipped 2, which isn't bad, but when it enters target creature you control, it immediately attaches and gives them double strike. These are ZUKO's weapons, by the way. He generally uses Twin Blades, so this is his signature weapon right here. So at instant speed, you give somebody +1/+1 and double strike, and it immediately attaches to them. Very useful. This is what I said when you're talking about something like Sunset Saboteur on 2, and then immediately swinging in, they may have 1 blocker or something like that, and you hit Twin Blades, you're doing 10 points of damage on turn 3. That's how ridiculously powerful that you can get off. 10 points of damage is not easy to recover from on turn 3. You're going into turn 4 very, very dangerously right here, especially with everything else you're doing. So, your turn 1 could be Clockwork, turn 2 Saboteur, turn 3 swing in with Saboteur and add Twin Blades to it, and boom, that's 5 and 5 again. Not a good look, Then you go on the next one. Check it out. I'm gonna run. I'll run a Bitter Triumph to move your blocker and an Opera Love Song to pump up again, or give another +2, and we're doing that much damage again. So very, very useful card right there. Very fun to chain in a row. So that is what we're looking at right there with the ZUKO. Lands is going to be a little tricky. You want to add a little bit of white lands with Quartz-Sealed Courtyard, Godless Shrine, Inspiring Vantage, and Sacred Foundry. Although we do have some Blazemire Verge, you do want more red than black. That is going to be the main thing here. Creatures, 17 humans, 26 altogether. And like I said, a weird amount of knights, rogues, sagas, toys, warlocks, 9 instants, 5 artifacts, 3 enchantments, 23 lands altogether. Few instants, a couple of artifacts, believe it or not. And of course, a standard deck with a 2-point run average. Pretty cheap overall, with you only need 2.23 lands. A lot more red than black, and again, ZUKO is the only white. Now, you could modify this idea any way that you want. I'm not married to this. You can change this up as much as you'd like. You can modify it. You can go nuts with it. I don't care. And again, there's some other instant stuff you could run. Boros Charm, give everyone target creature gains double strike that way, or deal 4 damage, or just give everyone indestructible. Sure. Haste Magic is actually, I think people are sleeping on this one too. That one also gives somebody haste plus 3 and 1 haste, and you get to exile a card off the top and play it. Nowhere to run for your ward creatures. Get Lost. Full Bore, that works for warp. +3 for instant. Enter the avatar state for protection, lifelink. First Strike, Hexproof, that's a great card too. Inevitable Defeat is a good Mardu card. A lot of people have been running that. It destroys a permanent and you gain and drain. That's a good one. So there's a lot of different options that you can run for this in a lot of different ways. I think that if you focus on playing stuff from exile and pumping a wide, cheap board, Firelord ZUKO can actually be a super useful card currently right now to run in kind of this crazy Mardu shell. So keep that in mind. Make sure to like the video. We're going to get into it right now. We're going to keep ranking up in Diamond. Here we go. Like the video. Go right down there and click it. Leave a comment. I read every comment. I try to respond to them all. So make sure that you leave a comment. All that stuff right there. And let's get into it. Here we go, guys. All right. Hopefully, won't get caught in the. Caught in a loop here. Let's do this. Okay, going in early and often. Boom, boom. Okay, we're gonna have to get the kickback here. Inti. Alright, we're gonna have to take a couple of hits. Discard. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Boom. Conceal courtyard next turn. Yeah, I made a sword about it. If you're playing on the other on the board, that is whatchamacallit, you'll get the cabbage sidekick. Oh, patch recruit, very nice. You've got to play on the avatar board though. That's the trick. I mean, there's some flat out new decks. Yeah, you're always going to get older stuff, but people are sticking with older stuff. I think it's going to take a minute to filter in with everything else, but there is newer things going on. Yeah, I'll give them that much. Got him. Got him. Double blades, man. Yeah, earthbending is obviously taken off. I think that airbending, the airbending control is popular. We haven't gotten a ZUKO yet. I do want to hit a ZUKO here. Not good. Never like to see that. Let's bring out the Brunhilde. Opera love song. Very nice. Let's put this down. There you go. Figured that was going to happen. Boof. I mean, I already see they have lemon meringue pie, so we already know what we're into. It's an Azorius type of night, huh, guys? It really doesn't want me to have fun. It really does not want me to have fun here, folks. Drop that. Boom. Hey, what's up, Guac Sixniest? Welcome to the show. How many Azorius have I fought tonight? Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm going to pull out my deck tracker and see what my fucking matchups were. I think it's probably 5. My money's on 5 Azorius, I think. Okay. Consult the star charts. Very nice. Split up. Very nice. Do this. We'll pay 2 life. Alright, so that was a win. Thank you. Thank you, Twin Blades. So that Drix, by the way, had 4 different blades attached to him. That's pretty good. It's pretty solid. That's why I don't like numbers. That's why I don't like numbers. That's part of the reason I don't even really like Mythic, because I've done that with percentage. I'll be like 97% and play the whole night and be like, wow, I did great tonight. And I'm like, wow, I didn't move my number. I didn't move at all. That's really good. I'm glad I spent a lot of time doing this. I'm really glad I really invested a lot of time. Spending the last 3 hours to... I don't think I moved percent. He's gonna blast that. Boom. Put Brunhilde out. Break the chain. Boom. There we go. Right now, I'm trying to make Firelord ZUKO work in a little bit of a Cast from Exile shell. Hey, there he is. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. Boomy, I definitely have to do a Gruul Boomy. I definitely have to do a Gruul Boomy. I've been sleeping on that, really. Okay, there goes Gestalt. Boom. We put down Firelord ZUKO. It gets haste. Is he going to counterspell it? He could not counterspell. It just depends. That's going to trigger. Oof. We have nothing to Firebend here, though. Rip. Okay. Got him. See how we play stuff from Exile off the top of the deck? Very nice. Like, for real. I think they're just such good mechanics. Compared to In Web and Madness, or whatever the fuck we had. They're way better. Okay, so let's do... Yeah, that's the, the one argument I always give to help support Universes Beyond is, and I know that, I know that the people always counter that, but I really like this game, and when I see new people come in because of a Universes Beyond, I'm pretty happy about it. I know that, the argument is, well, people want to gatekeep and stuff like that, and be like, people shouldn't be in it because of XYZ. It's like, I don't want the game to die. Do I think they're overdoing it in some aspects? Yeah, I think they might be overdoing it, but I don't think it's necessarily an all-around bad thing. Okay, probably gonna get counterspelled here, because this is a blue freak, and blue freaks love to counterspell. Oh man, really gets them fucking going. Let me tell you, really gets them going. Oh, look how fucking excited that guy was. How hard is it to pull off, Patron? blue. What is he trying to do here? He hasn't cast any spells yet. Oh yeah, we had played Azorius 4 times, by the way. Remember, we were trying to remember what how many times we had done Azorius. It was 4 times tonight. Let's try to get out Sunset Saboteur. Do you have a favorite mana in this game? Do you mean a favorite color? Or actually a favorite mana? Because those are 2 different things. Favorite color is black. Ooh, very nice. Drix Intercession. Let's try this. Let's get those counter spells out of his hand. We gotta pull them. They're in there. We know they're in there, guy. There we go. We gotta pull teeth here. Okay, he finally got a red mana. Stock up. This is why people don't like blue, folks. This is why people don't like blue. In case you're wondering, why do people not like blue? I don't understand. What did blue... This is why. This is why. Look at what we're doing, man. Boom. Okay, now he's got his triggers off. He's gonna knock back, do something. There you go. Let's do this. Is this going to get off, or is he going to counterspell? Let's find out. Well, we'll try it. Probably counterspelled. So far, he's played nothing but counterspell, so I have imagined it's not going to be any different. There you go. Essence Scatter. Very nice. Putting me to sleep here, my guy. Absolutely putting me to sleep. I did play a land this turn, yes. Ooh, look at this guy. Archmage of Ruins. Instants and sorceries cost 1 less. So we'll do this. Anything? You got anything for me over there, buddy? Got your 1 red mana. Okay. Anything at all? Anything at all? Ooh. Very nice. Spirit Water Revival. Cool. Unfortunately, ZUKO's got a surprise for you. Boom. Get him again, ZUKO. Take him downtown. Boom. There you go. Appreciate it. But ZUKO had other plans for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's the fire. Thank you so much, Patrick Swaney. I appreciate it. And I also read your name as Patrick Swayze every time that I see it. The Triple Color King. That's also Swayze. Swayze. He's the Triple Color King. I don't know if you all know that. Noxukao. Ooh, interesting name there. Very exotic. Boom. Yeah, that's true. They could just reprint. I don't know what this guy's up to, so we're going to we're gonna get his ass. Hey, thank you so much, Patrick Swaney. I look forward to it as well. Veteran Survivor. Is he going to do something to the Sunset Saboteur? He's going to do something. He's going to do something. He's going to, like, Sheltered by Goats him or something. He's going to do something to him. Yep. You got to discard a card. Ward. Yeah, Twin Blades on Saboteur is very gross, which is why I want it. That Twin Blades on Saboteur would with a Dreadmaw's Ire would have been 14 damage. Which is wild shit when you think about it. Ethereal Armor. Self-a-Weaver. Okay, so we have to draw a removal right now or we lose the game, unfortunately. If he has protection, there's really nothing we can do. I kind of jacked off my removal, but even so, Bitter Triumph or anything like that would have been good. Seneschal. Okay. We put this first. to damage. Put a 1/1 on that. Spellbook Vendor. Okay. Pay 1. Scry. Gonna be a tough go of it, guys. Ooh, got me. Yeah, no removal. You're stuck in that position. It's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. You're stuck in that position. He had it up. Knocking him out. Well, he had the protection. That's the issue. He was cuffing the protection. He could have drawn the protection right then and there, but I have a feeling that he probably had it. I go first. Very nice. Let me say enters tapped. Let's start with the Sunset Saboteur. Let's see if he wants to do something. He's gonna have to fucking do it. All right, we're gonna do this first. Come on, man. You got it. I haven't been able to use Redirect Lightning yet. I do want to. I think it'll be a good card. Concealed Courtyard. He's going to play some off turn here. There you go. I want him to discard. There we go. Boom. Okay. Hey. He doesn't want to play anything. We'll play this. Yeah, we'll take it on top. Merfolk. Let's see what he's got in that hand. Show me potato salad. Got some kind of instant. Okay. Go away. Can only get rid of one of them because of the ward. Damn, we beat this dude on Orzhov. Look at that. Yeah, beat him on Orzhov. That's what we love to see. That's what we like to see, guys. We didn't even need red for that. We were like, red, fisha, pusha. We don't even need... If that ain't worth 3 more likes, guys, to get us to 30, I don't know what is, man. I know, I have to do the drop. Somebody remind me tomorrow in Discord to make sure that I do the drop for That's Rough, Buddy. I gotta add that as a button I can push. Oh, Nesting Bot. Generous Plunderer do work on that. That's an artifact too. Is he gonna swing in? It'll do 3, but we'll kill a lot of the stuff. Fuck it. We'll put the damage down. Caretaker. Discard a card. Let's get rid of Firebending Student. Hey, what's up, Summer? Ooh, duplication glitch. Okay. Comes a copy of a copy. Very nice. Goes away. Down to that. Let me do that. Split up. Exile the top card. Thank you for bringing that up, Summer. I appreciate it. During Innocence, Firelord ZUKO, Gestalt mode. Let's push in. Firebend X. We're going to need some creatures here, folks. Or some card draw. Down to 4 up. Boom. Pop. We're a little bit low on creatures. We're a little bit low on creatures here. White soldier tokens. Draws 80 bajillion cards, which sucks. Firebending student. Push. We're gonna be stuck in traffic here, folks. We have stuff to pull cards off the top. Brunhilde, Clockwork, Inti, Opera Love Song. We have a lot of things to get cards off the top, but I don't know if we're gonna rip them off the top like that. Carrot cake. I don't know if we're going to be able to rip him off the top like that, guys, because he's going to keep drawing cards forever. This guy doesn't even know a new set came out, by the way. This guy doesn't even, he didn't even know fucking Edge of Eternities came out. Oh yeah, he does. He knows Edge of Eternities came out. Sorry, I almost bad called him there. I almost bad called him. So I apologize, man. I didn't mean to bad call you. All right, swung me out there. I think we're just going to go around forever on this. No, we're never going to get there. We're never going to get there, folks. We flooded. 20, well, not really. We just got killed a lot. We just got fucking split up a lot. Boom, boom. Yeah, we're behind the 8-ball on this one. No way we can recover. We were close, guys. We'll keep going. Maybe I'm talking myself up too much. Ops goes first. I would have loved to go first, but hey, what can you do? Ooh, let's put down Godless Shrine, enter tab. 2 Zendarkin. Double Zendarkin. I think we're ramping here. Let's get down Generous Plunderer as quick as we can. Jobster. What is that? Oh, larval scout ship. Okay, this guy's ramping like a madman. This guy's ramping and ramping and ramping and ramping. Lobster. Station. Take action. Do we want to discard a card? Yeah, we'll get rid of Swamp. Why not? NT, boom. Can he play what he wants now? He can. He could put out a... He has 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tyrannus. Any number of cards. Kona. Take action. Dragon's Ire. Gestalt mode. So we got to put down Lord ZUKO. Got haste. We swing in. We do that. Discard you. We're going to put down Twin Blades. On ZUKO. And we're going to go to blockers next. We're going to auto-pay that. Oof. Poof, poof, poof. Knock him out. No thanks, buddy. That's rough, buddy. Got him. We're going to leave that one right there. I think it's a good deck. I think it's perfectly fine. I think that maybe a smidge more removal might be something, a smidge more protection, maybe something to go for. But wow, the field is tight right now. The field is very tight. You can surprise the hell out of people with this. It's a lot of trickery. It's a lot of good stuff on it. You can go very fast and trick people, but it's a complicated deck to run. But man, I'm happy that I figured out somewhere to put Fire Lord ZUKO, because I do like the card. I know everyone was telling me it's a commander only card, but I think it's pretty good.